as the Anaheim Mighty Ducks look to take down the New Jersey Devils. Hello there. Sitting to my left is our analyst, Mike Weeks, and I'm Bill Peterson calling tonight's game.
We should be in for quite a game tonight. The Ducks are always improving and should be a good test for the Devils.
This season, we should expect to see the Devils in the playoffs, as they have been for pretty much most of the 90s and into the new millennium. Expect to see New Jersey seriously contending for the championship.
With their physical play and their trapping defense, the Devils should be in the playoffs once again.
The Mighty Ducks are looking to drastically improve on last year's record, and with the talent they have this year, that should not be a problem.
Talent's only going to take you so far in this league. Add hard work to that equation, then you got a winning formula. He has a nose for the net. Eliash's offensive radiance makes other teams shudder as he carries the puck down the ice. He keeps you on the edge of your seat with every move he makes. I relate this guy to Merlin the Magician. When Korea has the puck, whether it's just skating with it or shooting it, he can make things happen when no option seems possible.
Here we go with the first drop of the puck. Trinka sends it to Olesen. Sends it back to the defenseman. Trinka sends it over to the right wing. Eliash passes it to the right wing. He takes the backhand shot. Great save. I hope he can keep this up for the next two periods. Rupp intercepted. We're going to see a hooking penalty call.
Well, that penalty's going to put them on the power play.
New Jersey penalty to number
Elias
28.
brings it over the blue line.
Rafalski, 2 minutes.
Ouch!
For hooking.
What a
Time
hit
of
in the
penalty,
corner.
3 minutes.
He lets the
4
backhand shot go.
seconds.
What a save! Penalty over. Sikora carries it over the red line. Stevens brings the puck up through the zone. And he takes a wrist shot. He looks to be on his game tonight. Oates takes the puck up through the zone. Brings it past the red line. He takes the backhand. Chalk that goal up for the New Jersey Devils. The visitors needed a score there.
How about from the Sega Sports goal camera? Oh, way too much traffic in front of the goalie to stop that one.
New Jersey goal scored.
Takes it past
by
the red
number
line.
25, Joe
He lets the backhand
Assist
shot go.
to number
Stop.
4,
Giger loves that shot out of the air. Ruchin passes it over to Paulson. He passes it over to Leclerc. Elias sends it up to Nieuwendyk. And he takes a wrist shot, and he is just getting warmed up. He takes the backhand shot. Knocked down in front by Giger. The Anaheim Mighty Ducks are trailing. In general, Mike, what does this team need to improve this year? Sikora passes it to Trinka. Oates brings it over the red line. He lets the backhand shot go. Saved by Brodeur. Gomez carries it past the red line. What a save! And he takes a wrist shot. Man, what a save! And he covers up. Face-off to the left of Giguère. And he takes a wrist shot. He isn't letting the shooter see any daylight behind him at all. He takes the backhand shot. Those saves are great warm-ups for the regular season. Giguère passes over to Olesen. He moves it to Sikora. Face-off to the right of Giguère. And he takes a wrist shot. The New Jersey Devils lead with 2 periods to play, 1-0. Hey, Mike, any stats jump out at you after one?
The Mighty Ducks aren't shooting enough to be leading this game, Bill. The Devils have killed more penalties than the other team. It's no surprise that they're ahead, too.
Nieuwendyk takes it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Saves like that are what's keeping them in this game still. That's the way to check someone. Sikora sends it to the left wing. Rafalski takes the puck up. He lets the backhand shot go. Save by Giguère. He's got a face-off to the left of Giguère. And he takes a wrist shot. Great save! He's taken up where he left off last period. Well, some teams will beat themselves if you wait long enough, but not the Devils. This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper. Play stops as the goalie covers up. We're going to have a faceoff to the right of Giguère. And he takes a wrist shot. What a save! Trinka passes it over to the left wing. And he takes a wrist shot. He stoned him. And he blows the whistle for a penalty.
And that will get them an extra attacker.
New Jersey
Olesen brings the puck up.
25. Joe
Correa brings it past the blue
2
line.
minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty.
Rafalski
7
sends it in
minutes,
front over to
12
Stevens.
seconds.
He is determined to get out of here in regulation. The penalty has now expired. Stopped by Giguère. Giguère passes to the defenseman. Olesen brings the puck through the zone. Friesen carries it over the blue line. That save shows he came into camp ready to play this season. Giguère sends it in front of the net. Sikora carries it over the red line. Elias takes it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. Save made by Giguère. Trinka moves it to Correa. Langenbrunner sends it up to the center. He takes the backhand shot. Save by Giguère. And he's checked by Tverdovsky. Gomez carries it past the blue line. He looks to be in mid-season form with goaltending like that. Oates brings it past the red line. Dropped at center ice just like a puck.
1 minute remaining.
He lets the backhand shot go. Face off to the left of Giguère. And he takes a wrist shot. 2 down and 1 left. The New Jersey Devils 1-0. You have any words of wisdom after 2, Mike?
The Devils are doing a good job at killing penalties when they made mistakes, Bill. The Mighty Ducks have fewer shots on goal, Bill, which pretty much tells the story. The Devils are playing physical. They need to keep this up for the win.
The referee will drop the puck for the next period. Elias takes it past the blue line. Blocked out front. Giguère sends it back to the defenseman. And he takes a wrist shot. He's coming up big to keep them in the hunt. Olesen passes it off over to Sikora. Nieuwendyk brings it over the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. Trinka passes it to Oates. Carries it past the red line. He passes it up the center. Sikora passes over to Correa. Elias plays it up to the center. Nieuwendyk brings it over the blue line. It looks like someone has done some work in the offseason. Trinka sends it off to Korea. He passes it to the left wing. Checked hard by Rafalski. Friesen brings it past the blue line. He takes the backhand shot. Ilya, shot fired. It deflects off the goalie and it's in. Now that was a critical goal away from home. The goalie couldn't get back across the crease to stop that one-timer by Nieuwendyk.
And that one bounced right in off the goalie and into the net.
New Jersey goal scored by number
Rafalski
25.
carries it over the red line.
Joe Nieuwendyk.
He lets the backhand
Assist
shot go.
to number 26. Patrick
Giguère
Elliott.
just
And
got
to
his
number
glove
12,
on the puck.
Jeff Friesen. Time of the goal, 9 minutes.
He takes the
36
backhand shot.
seconds.
That stop keeps this game within reach. Langenbrunner sends it over to Gomez. Oh, and he missed the pass. Niedermeyer sends it to the left wing. Salmonson sends it up to the center. What a save! Leclerc sends it over to the right wing. He gets knocked off the puck with a check by Niedermeyer. Carries it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Paulson sends it over to Ruchin. He's alone with the breakaway. Tverdovsky sends it up to Gomez. Carries it over the blue line. And it's a goal! Gomez takes the wrister. That should quiet the crowd. A short wrister by Gomez.
You know, I'm sure the goalie thought there was no room down low, but the puck squeaked through anyway.
New Jersey goal
Olesen
scored
sends it
by
back
number
over to
23,
Trinka.
Scott Gomez. Assist
He lets the
to
backhand
number
shot
10, Oleg Tverdovsky. Time of goal,
He's got a face-off to the left.
18 minutes,
Giguère.
43 seconds.
And he takes a wrist shot. The New Jersey Devils score enough for the win at 3-0. Wrap this game up for us, Mike.
When you get blown out, you have to just dust off the ice and get out there the next day.
Thanks for watching, and good night from the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim.
And now, for the 3 stars of the game. The number 3 star, Patrick Elliott. The number 2 star, Scott Gomez. The number 1 star, Joe Nieuwendyk.